Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hertz here, back with episode number 31 in this, this ongoing Splinter Cell Blacklist playthrough here for the PC, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Happy to see the marathon running here for the guys that are watching it, you know. So where do we leave off? Well, we did some work, looking at the board behind Sam here, we did some work with Charlie. We completely finished that up. We wrapped that. So Charlie's freaky porn collection has finally been assembled, you know. Sam scoured the globe looking for the freakiest of freaky porn he could find, yes, for Charlie. And now Charlie has retreated into the depths of his dungeon behind locked doors, where he will now spend the next couple of months sifting through all this freaky porn, looking for some kind of terror threat in his attempt to save the world, yes. So anyway, there we go. Stuff done with Charlie. You can see there's one mission left for Grimm, one mission left for Coben, and looking at the big board, well, it doesn't actually show up there, but coming up next for the main storyline is Guantanamo Bay, and I did say in a previous episode that Guantanamo Bay is very, the gameplay in it is very ghost-oriented, you know. So I'm thinking to myself, for this episode in particular, maybe we'll do a little ghost warm-up, you know. We'll wrap stuff up with Grimm, do the last mission for her, because she does hand down the ghost missions. It'll give us a warm-up for Guantanamo, and maybe we'll do Guantanamo next, you know, next episode. And of course it gives a nice contrast to the gameplay that's been coming out recently, because we did focus on combat with Charlie and those last stand missions. So anyway, let's head over here to old Grimm. There's old Red right there. This old sassy redhead. And I'll tell you, Grimm, when you turn around, that middle button, that one at the heart of your bosom, had better be missing. Damn it.
CIA, no one has anything.
She's unwilling to budge on this, you know. She's unwilling to compromise. I told her, I said, listen. I said, the fans, the viewers, they want to see more Grimm. They want to see more. And she didn't care. She doesn't care about you guys. She doesn't care at all. And, you know what, I should level with y'all. This is, I didn't want to announce this publicly. This is the inside scoop. This is the real reason why this series was cut short and put on the shelf. And look at Grimm. She knows what I'm about to say. Give me the stink eye, hands on hips and everything. You know, months and months ago, a couple months ago, I pulled Grimm off to the side and I said, listen, either that button goes or this series done. This series is done. And she said no. She's still stubborn to this day, stubborn then, unwilling to compromise, unwilling to give an inch, so to speak. And finally, after these past couple of months went by, I said enough's enough. We got to get back, finish this series, and I reluctantly brought her back to the Paladin, button and all, you know. So anyway, I don't know why that was necessary, but it felt good, yes. Anyway, plane upgrades are complete. They're done. We do have that one mission left with Grimm. Let's launch it up. It is the Billionaire's yacht. As she gives me the stink eye one more time, I'll let her do the rundown, you know.
That depends. How do you feel about billionaire data thieves who live on fabulous mega yachts?
That depends. Why do you ask?
Because we've got a live one. Ariel Dresner handles secure transactions for all sorts of undesirables. Terror groups, data thieves, you name it.
And living on the yacht gives him legal cover. Clever.
That's where we come in. Get on board and tap his phone, we'll have an ear on half the global black market.
It's worth the risk.
I'll pack your water wings.
Fantastic. Thank you, Grimm. Look at her. She's still getting her jabs in, trying to embarrass me. Anyway, let's launch it up. This is a really great design. I like this yacht. It's a bit of a challenge, too, trying to find your right line. So anyway, let's take a look at the loadout. I don't know if I flashed up my loadouts in one of the previous missions. This one was, this is my stealthy build. It was initially, or if you did see it, it was decked out in red and white, you know, the Canadian colors. We've gone back to classic green and black. And this torso in particular, I do want to mention it. You know, it's the classic Ops torso. I think it's the default one that you start with. And the numbers on this torso, the rating, armor and stealth, are real piss poor, you know. But personally, I think it's the best looking torso available in the game for Sam. And, you know, aesthetically, I think it's superior. Anyway, that big boost to stealth comes from the pants and the boots, you know. I'm not going to do a big rundown here. The guns aren't going to matter. We're not going loud. We're not going lethal. We're going to see some gadget work. You know, so keep an eye out for that. We'll be looking to misdirect a few guys, maybe zap a guy, maybe gas a guy or two. Who knows? I'm not sure exactly. I don't like taking down, you know, guys. You know, I don't like taking out the security force. I don't like leaving an impact like that on these ghost missions, you know, because it doesn't make sense to me. Let me make sure I'm on non-lethal. doesn't make sense to me that if we're in here just to kind of hack the system, you know, or plant a bug here or there, if we leave the entire security force on their asses when the big boss man shows back up, the big billionaire extraordinaire, he comes back and sees his entire force on their ass, you know, he's gonna say, let's check the system. I think somebody's been here and has been up to no good. Now this guy right here that I'm looking at, that is the HVT. I have spent some time in here recently. Also spent some time in here a couple months ago. So I do have my bearings. I have a good sense of the line that needs to be taken to complete this successfully. I have picked up the dead drop. Also picked up the HVT as I mentioned. And the laptop's the only thing that I couldn't find, and for some reason, I think the actual marker, that marker there for the laptop, is all glitched out. I think it's in the wrong location, because where it's telling me to go, I think it's perhaps in another dimension. Yes, because all I'm seeing are walls and statues of cougars. Anyway, looking at the boat, we have to actually, what I just did, cutting through the ballroom, we have to do that to actually gain access to both the vertical and on the horizontal. We have to get us deeper onto this yacht, you know. But on the lower deck we have the A objective, middle deck is the B objective, upper deck is the C objective, and that's where we're gonna head first, because I think personally it's probably the most difficult one to get. There's a bit of an enemy presence up here, 3 guards in total, and they're staggered back and forth, almost watching each other's back. We do have a Brutus on the upper deck, and then right across from him, a little bit lower, running a patrol on this helipad, we do have Body Armor Man in there, and then there's a guy in this room right here. It's like a hot tub room. There's a guy running a patrol in behind those windows as well. So getting up here can prove difficult, you know. It's really a matter of threading a needle, and if I felt like I had the time or the desire or wanted to spend the amount of attempts it would take me to do it successfully, I would attempt to thread this needle without taking anybody and leave them untouched. You know, it's not overly difficult, but it is hard enough, you know. You got to wait for all 3 of these pieces to kind of fall into the right positions, and of course I could use my sticky noisemakers / sticky cams to try and direct these guys where I want them to go, you know, but I think I'm just gonna put them down. I'm gonna put a couple of these guys on their asses. So now I'm just looking to shimmy. Of course I come down here to shimmy across this, and buddy down here who has been hitting the liquor. He's been hitting the liquor tonight. He also had some bad shellfish for lunch, you know, and he doesn't like the motion in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? He's got a little seasickness. So between the bad shellfish, the seasickness, and the booze that he's been hitting hard while he's been running patrol in here, you know, that of course is going to explain why he gets knocked out, why he gets gassed. And he's not going to think, whoa, somebody's having a grand old time, whistling away here. Actually, looking down here, we're looking at the bridge now. And on that little panel that you can just see at the top of the screen, that's where I found the dead drop. But you have to be careful, because down there is a Brutus running patrol around the room. So actually getting in there and grabbing the grabbing the intel, grabbing the dead drop was a bit of a challenge, I have to admit. Anyway, let's go to the sticky cams. Let's get things rolling here. I may have to zap his ass if he comes around that corner to inspect. Come on over here, check that out, fool. Is he close enough to gas? Now he is. Done! And finally, the shellfish, the motion in the ocean, the booze, all catches up to him, and he's out cold. He's out cold. We'll put that, get rid of that sticky cam. And now, Mr. Body Armor, where are you? Yes, Mr. Helipad. This is, in fact, he is going to be the one guy that I actually kill. We're going to kill his ass, because you know what we're going to do? We're going to toss him overboard. And this man right here, suffering from, you know, food poisoning and it just all boozed up. You know, before he passed out, he blacked out and went into this fit of rage, and he took his aggression out on this fellow right here, who he had found out was actually sleeping with his sister, and this man over here on the ground, on his face, took exception to that fact. And tossed this man overboard. Not before slitting his throat, of course. And of course, so that is the tale of what went on up here. And keeps us in the clear, you know, in the free and clear, and it doesn't compromise Sam's stealth at this point, you know. And that's certainly an important thing. All right, as you can see, old Brutus here, posted up with his shotgun. And what I'm gonna do to time this out as well as I can, you know, is I'm going to sneak in behind him as he runs this horseshoe patrol, And now we're going to mount this ladder and make the climb to the C objective, and voila. Voila. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. There we go, just like that, done. You know, and I'm sure, I'm sure you can thread that needle, you know. I'm sure it can be done. I'm sure guys have done it pretty easily. I just didn't feel like taking the time to do it for the episode's sake, you know. Now, looking off in the distance, we're going to take out one more guy. You know, I don't like I said, I don't like leaving that type of impact down here on the security force, but this guy right here, he is a disruptor. You can see he's jamming up our vision mode. And he's like the wizard of drone operators as well, because he doesn't just have one drone running on the B deck, you know. He's got 2 drones running. So we're just gonna put him down, and by putting him down, we really guarantee our success with the B objective. And here we go. And you can't pass up a zipline takedown like that. Anyway, you see something like that, you have to do it. You have to do it. And of course, he's just knocked out cold. We didn't kill him. And when Billionaire Extraordinaire shows up and asks him, "What are you doing sleeping on the job?" he's not gonna say, "Well, Sam Fisher was here." He's not gonna say anybody was on board. What he's going to say is, you know, well, with all the gear that he had, all the electronic gear, and all the metal that's on his person, he got struck down by a random bolt of lightning. Yes, a random bolt of lightning put his ass down. And of course, once again, Sam's stealth is maintained. Now let's see, can we find these little critters? There's one off in the distance. Now, really, there's no enemy presence in here. These are personal quarters for the Billionaire, you know. There were just a couple of drones running the grounds. And with, like I said, with that disruptor, that drone operator taken out, we're basically given free reign of this deck, you know. Just waiting for the right moment to move. The laser's easy enough, you know, just have to time them out properly.
Cell phone hack is in progress.
It would be a real shame to mess it up now, you know, tripping a goddamn laser beam. Anyway, there we go. Easy enough, and there's our little bugger right there. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Right there. See? So he is like I said, he's the wizard of Whoa. Are the lasers actually running here or not? I don't think they're running because of the drone that's been killed right there, you know. So anyway, I could exit. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna exit out. I want to exit out on the other side of the ship. That's what I want to do. I wish I could like just kick the drone over to the lasers, you know, and deactivate them. But anyway, this is easy enough. There we go. Oh, Sam, a close little shave there, sucker. That would have been a bad fail. Now sidestep this camera now. There you go. And we're good. We're good. We're out of there, and we're heading down a little deeper into the ship now. Into the bowels, down to the A deck. And we're looking to gain entry to a little movie theater. I mean, how would you like living here? My God. My God. Living the high life, gentlemen. Set up a little video game room, and I would be... Well, Christ, I'd be happier than a pig in shit.
Remember, we're here to do a job.
Alright, now, there are 2 guys down here that need to be... Well, you need to keep an eye out for. One is running a patrol in this area. No, Sam. Sam, back out of there quickly now. Don't want him coming. Oh, you're doing it again? Are you kidding me? Get out the window before you blow your cover completely. This guy's gonna come around the corner. I wanted to get in there. It's a little sauna, you know. But we'll hang out on the on the side of the ship. Wait for him to run his patrol around this hallway. So you have this guy. He's gonna run the patrol, and there's a second guy posted up at the door to that little mini theater, you know. Oh, he's just out enjoying the sights, the vast ocean. There we go. All right. So I'm going to move over to my sticky noisemakers, and because I've already taken out 3 guys, you know, often I'll take, if I had a choice, I would take out the guy that's running the patrol. You know, I would gas him and stuff him in that sauna right there. But I've already taken out 3 guys, and that's like my max, you know, that's like my limit for a mission like this. I don't want to hit anybody else up, so we'll make A little bit more difficult and we'll try and thread this needle down here, and we'll do that with a little misdirection. Now the problem, you have to keep an eye on the radar at this point. The white shirt who's running the patrol, you have to watch and make sure that he isn't looking down this hallway, you know, when you try and make your move here. So you got to keep an eye on that. Watch the arrow. Okay, I think we're good now. With a little misdirect there, we'll get him to inspect that that distraction, that noise, and sneak our way in. There we go. Beautiful. Hustle up now, Sammy boy. Taking your sweet-ass time. Now, you have to be careful here. Don't go straight for the screen. We have to cut that fabric right there, you know? But you have to make sure that you don't... You know, this guy, when he comes back out after checking out that noise, he'll have a tendency to look, to glance into the theater, you know? So... Okay, now with these two carrying on their conversation, I think I may be good. Test it out. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Good to make my move. Good to cut the fabric, and we'll sneak into the shadows here and get our final objective for this mission.
Found a terminal. Getting access now.
Beautiful. Now we just have to extract. You know? So I mean, that's not too bad. It's a nice little design. It makes it a little bit more challenging when you actually have to grab the dead drop, the laptop, and the HVT as well. I don't know where the laptop is exactly. I'm not going to go hunting for it. I'm just going to try and get off the ship at this point. And this pipe is a very convenient pipe. And really, what I'm looking to do now, I'm going to wait for White Shirt to make his move, and then I'm going to go for the misdirect one more time. So here we go. Sticky Noisemaker. And there we are. And as he comes in to inspect that noise... that jazz over there, I'm just gonna make a nice clean exit out of here, and this is your exit point. You know, if you leave the patroller running, this is your exit point. If you don't leave the patrol, if you take the patroller out, you can easily just kind of go down the other hallway, you know, without any fear of running into his ass. Anyway, for leaving the ship, I recommend going up to the B deck. That way, you know, you can kind of circumvent the crew that's running patrol in the main ballroom down here. We can just, I guess we can just drop in, you know. This way, if anybody's looking out a window down there, you know, you don't stand a chance of being detected. And of course, now look, here's the laptop, and I don't know. It's like stuck in between universes. I don't know what's going on with it. There's nothing up there for the most part, you know, or I can't figure out how to actually get onto that, whatever's beneath the helipad. That's where it looks like where the laptop is we're being directed to the laptop. We'll take one. I'll take one quick look and see if I can find it up here. But I swear to God, I think that they have the location of the laptop is all glitched out. You know, because look at this. There we are, and all I get is like a statue of this tiger here, this cougar, and I don't know. And of course, if we move on beyond these lasers, we end up at the bridge where the dead drop is found, where the Brutus is running his little patrol. You know, so I don't know. I'm not going to worry about the laptop. I could maybe check one of these. What is this little storage room? Yeah, a little laundry. This is the laundry goddamn room. Nothing. Nothing. Is there a little vent or anything that I can run through? No, there's nothing. There's nothing. Anything over here? Let's take a quick look. What is this? Oh, okay. Now I know. Okay, this leads me back towards the B objective. Alright, so there we go. That's a better... I get a better sense of what's going on here, but I still can't figure out how to get up to that laptop, so I have a feeling that the laptop is... the marker for it is all glitched out. I don't know. We're not going to worry about it, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully. Oh, can I not get off of here? Come on, get over that. There we go. Beautiful. And we're done. We're done. We get back to the extract point and a mission success. Mission complete and a fun little mission. A bit of a challenge. It can certainly be. You can certainly handle that ghost style, but to do so, you know, you really got to be on your toes. You got to have a little patience, and you need to wait for those for those pieces to fall into the right place. You know. And a decent score. Pulling in the ghost gold. Love it. Love it. Quite pleased with that. 7,400. All right, well, we'll skip that up. We don't need to check that out. So there we go. Now we got a nice little ghost warm up. Made a little more cash. Got pulled in the ghost standard, and we'll be good to go for Guantanamo Bay next episode. So guys, thanks for stopping by, tuning in, and checking out this episode. I'm sure there will be at least one more episode to come today, possibly two. But you'll be guaranteed one more. So we'll kick off Guantanamo Bay today, and then maybe wrap it tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know yet. You know, I don't know what I'm going to release when for the marathon at this point. You know. So again, guys, until next episode, remember why it hurts. Later.